Okay, so what we have in front of us is a motherboard for a Toshiba A355 system. So we've taken it apart and we're preparing it for an actual reflow repair, but we noticed that this is a extended video card. It's an add-on card. So typically when we do these units, the first thing that we do is reflow it on the actual system. Some people would say that's not a good idea. Others would say they don't understand why you would not do that. It's just something that we do here. So what we're going to do is actually heat up the board like we typically do. Then we're going to reflow this card on the actual system, reflow this chipset, and we'll ignore this chipset for right now. If that does not work, then what we'll do is we will take this card off and reflow it as we standardly do. But you'll see why we do that. We'll explain it here in a minute when we get the system set up, and then we'll go from there. Okay, so the reason we're doing this the way that we're doing it is because the distance between the hinges here for the frame and the actual lamp, when you put the card on the system, it's way lower, so that causes a heat variance. So what we do is we leave the card on the actual system and reflow it that way, and hopefully it works. And then we just slide the frame forward and get the second chipset by adjusting the lamp up and down. So that's why we do that. So what we're going to do is let this get up to temp, and then we're going to turn it on and actually heat the system, and then go from there and test it out and see if it works. Okay, so we have our system set up like this to check everything. Just our basic diagnostics test rig. We have the heat sinks and everything hooked up to it, fan, power button, memories in it. So we're going to turn it on and see what happens. So we get the lights. We see that it's initializing as far as that's concerned. And we get the Toshiba screen. So what we're going to do is turn this off and put it back together and test it out. So we'll put it back together, run it as an external system like that, or run it internally, I'm sorry. Because this has an external video card on it, we need to put it back together and run it like that. But for right now, we'll call it complete. We know that it's turned on. Unless our test shows that it fails, we're just going to say that it's done. So everything's good on it, and we'll go from there as far as putting it back together and testing it out.